Have you ever noticed how someone can disappear from your life? Without a word, without a goodbye, without even a reason? One day the connection feels alive. Messages flow, energy is there, and then silence. There's something strange about ghosting. It feels cruel, but it often comes from someone who is terrified, not heartless. So, what if ghosting isn't always rejection? What if sometimes it's survival? That's the question we're going to explore. You check your phone. Again, still nothing. Your mind starts filling the silence. Did I say something wrong? Did I ask for too much? Was it all fake? And maybe you've been on the other side too. The one who didn't reply. Not because you didn't care, but because you didn't know how to stay. But here's the thing. Ghosting doesn't start with the last message. It starts much earlier, inside the nervous system. On the surface, ghosting looks simple. Avoidance, immaturity, lack of respect. And sometimes, yes, it is. But the psychology behind this runs deeper. For many people, ghosting is not about power. It's about overwhelm. It's the moment when the emotional load becomes too heavy, when explaining feels impossible, when conflict feels dangerous, when disappearing feels safer than staying. Here's the truth. For some nervous systems, silence feels more controllable than honesty. And this is where it gets interesting. Ghosting is often linked to avoidant attachment, a pattern shaped early in life where closeness felt unpredictable, intrusive, or unsafe. You learned that needing too much led to disappointment, that emotions created chaos, so you adapted. You became self-sufficient, independent, emotionally contained. But when intimacy grows, when expectations rise, your system sounds the alarm. And instead of saying, "This is too much," you disappear, not to punish, but to regulate. Here's what's really happening. When you ghost, your brain is trying to escape emotional flooding. The amygdala, your threat detector, takes over. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for communication and empathy, goes offline. You're not choosing silence. Silence is choosing you. And paradoxically, the person who ghosts often feels guilt, shame, relief, followed by self-judgment. Because mirror neurons still work. You sense the other person's pain, but you don't have the tools to face it, so you vanish. Not because you don't feel, but because you feel too much. But the truth is, ghosting has a cost. For both sides. For the one left behind, it creates confusion, self-doubt, and unresolved grief. The story never closes. For the one who disappears, it reinforces a dangerous belief. I can only be safe if I leave. Over time, relationships become shallow, connections stay unfinished, and loneliness grows, quietly. Because avoiding pain also avoids depth. But here's what matters. If you've been ghosted, it doesn't mean you were unworthy of an explanation. It means the other person didn't have access to one. And if you've ghosted others, you are not broken. You are responding with the tools you were given. Ghosting is not a personality flaw. It's a coping strategy that outlived its usefulness. And coping strategies can be unlearned. Imagine this instead. Pausing before disappearing. Naming discomfort instead of fleeing it. Saying, "I need space," instead of leaving silence behind. Boundaries don't require vanishing. They require presence. And maybe that's the real work. Learning that you can stay even when it's uncomfortable. Even when emotions rise. Even when you don't have perfect words. So let's return to the beginning. That silence that felt so loud, so personal, so final. What if it wasn't a rejection, but a nervous system hitting its limit? Whether you were ghosted or you were the one who disappeared, there is nothing wrong with you. There is only something that wants to feel safe. And healing begins when disappearance turns into dialogue. First with yourself, then with others. Sometimes staying is the bravest thing you can do.